Hey y'all, it's your girl Rye.
And your girl Mel, and welcome to the Wildly Untamed podcast.
Hey, how y'all doing? How's it going? Okay, so you guys know we are going to start with our wild card.
Come on, Rye.
Okay, what can you buy based on your body count? So $10, what you could be able to buy.
Let's see. dollar bills. All right, let's see.
Oh, you got multiple dollars.
Nah.
Hey,
ain't not too much. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can buy what's it called? The sandwich of the day from Subway. You know how they're $5?
The $5 foot long?
Yeah. No, not the $5 foot long. Is it $5 foot long?
It used to be.
Okay,
so the
one that used to
be sandwich.
No, I can buy I guess
sub.
It's the sub.
The chips in the drink or just the sub?
Actually, I don't even know.
Oh God, do us something that you do.
Okay. Let me see. All right, let me think. 2 drinks during happy hour.
Okay, so how? Okay.
They could be $3 a piece.
Okay. Okay, so 2 drinks, two drinks
for happy hour.
Yeah, we should buy each other what we say.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I can afford to buy a McDouble from McDonald's. A McDouble and a small fry. Okay. It's giving.
It's giving $10. I'm just kidding.
McDouble and a small fry. Okay, you might as well give the kids meal, not even whole kids meal. Okay, take the apples out. But yes, a McDouble and a small fry.
Okay.
That's what I could buy with my body. That is funny. Okay, that was a good question. Okay, so for today's topic, we are going to be talking about the power of money. Okay, So as you all know, I know everybody knows the whole Diddy situation and how things are starting to be uncovered and how it's basically been recognized that because of the power that he has and all the money and riches and fortune that he's had, he's been able to hide a lot of things, right? He's been having a lot of power due to the successes and the things that he owns, including people's music and stuff like that. So all those artists are under wraps. And, you know, he just can affect a lot of people's lives based off of that. So with that being said, even using the whole Diddy situation as an example, how much power do you think money has?
Oh, a lot. You know, like we were just using Big Daddy Diddy here. You know what I'm saying?
Not Big Daddy. I think he's a small daddy.
Well, we don't know. I don't know. I ain't watched none of them clips. Okay.
If you trying to force people to do stuff, it may not be that good.
Well,
okay.
You know. Hey, man.
Girl, okay.
But I do think that obviously, there's a lot of power in money, right? Mm-hmm. We've seen a lot of people buy cops off or mafias and stuff like that. Always have a lot of people everywhere because they can just give money, you know? So I do believe that, you know. Example with P. Diddy, he was always giving people money, just stay quiet, hush money, you know,
or even what he did with Cassie. In order for them not to go to court, he gave her a huge settlement and a lot of money so that he wouldn't be paying for his actions, pretty much.
Exactly.
So he was able to buy off Cassie, even though she was the one that experienced that trauma.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think?
I do think there's a lot of power in money. I feel like it's kind of the root of evil in a way if used wrong, right? Mm-hmm. I do think it affects things like our politics. With politicians, they got to fundraise. I feel like it also has power over our mental health and things like that. If we're struggling financially, your mental health is automatically tanked, because of the value that it has for your, livelihood and just everything that you want to do in comparison. It affects comparison. How are you looking at other people who may have more than you? Girl, I think it has a lot of power. I think the rich people, They have a lot of power, and we don't know what their hands are in. That's the thing. I think power gives people a lot of control.
Oh, for sure. Sketchy shit.
Especially that white money or that wealthy money. That what do they call it? Not white money. I won't say that. The old money is what they say.
Oh yeah, the old money.
People
yeah.
who had money in their family rooted from generations.
Oh yeah. You know
All
how
the
they
power
say
they
like
have?
you can tell like when a woman comes from old money versus
Why?
like I think it's like the way she carries herself and dress and
What
stuff
she
like
do?
that.
It's just how she dresses.
I think it's the way she just acts, you know, and how she moves,
Like this.
you know. Like some people say, you know, they don't have to do much to impress. It just like naturally, like she knows she's come from like old money.
Yeah. So with that being said, I do think it has a lot of power. Okay,
so has there been a time where you let money or finances rule your decisions?
Yes, there has been times when I let finances rule my decisions. I think when it comes to my career, especially, everybody knows I'm a therapist. I struggle so much with going into private practice or working for a private practice because it is a contract position. It is literally equated to however many sessions I have is how much money that I make, right? So I was really, really fearful of taking that step, knowing I want to have a private practice one day. I was so scared of taking that that choice because with a salary job, you know for sure that you're going to make that income, right? It made me feel more safe. So me having a fear of not being able to make the money that I need to survive and pay my bills kind of redirected the career choices that I made. Like I have gotten offers for contract positions before in the past. Currently the job that I have now, I denied them at first because I realized it was contract and I was like, no, I was like scared. But then this time something God told me like, girl, you gotta take risks. Like this is the year of taking risks, you know? So it did affect me in like just the choices I made for my career, which is really, really huge. Other things, I'm not really somebody who, I want to do fun things and travel and stuff like that, but I've never done anything crazy to get the money to do that. So I haven't made choices in that way for that.
Okay.
Hey, what about you?
I would say, yes and no, maybe. Obviously, I think we don't also keep in mind like the small stuff, like let's say you want to get your nails done.
Oh yeah.
You know, but you know you kind of tight on money, but you're like, oh, you know, it's part of the habit.
It's my self-care.
Yes, my self-care. It's okay, you know, and then you take the risk knowing that maybe you can't buy groceries or maybe you can't do this, or knowing that you have to pay some bills, right? So I would say because I'm such a girly, like obviously, like I like to get my nails done.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, so now obviously I budget for it, but there was a time where I was like, should I go get my nails done? You know, not really thinking about like, okay, you have to be better with your money.
Do you feel like, just a side question here, do you feel like either finances or money has affected like your self-esteem and stuff ever?
I feel like sometimes, because I feel like obviously, like we stated before, we all just living to work. So, you know, when you have repetition every day and you go to work and you don't do nothing else and all you doing is like, I feel like it sucks the life out of you.
Yeah.
You know, and that could take a toll. Like, I want to travel. I want to be happy. I want to like, you know, do fun stuff. I want to take the day off, go to the spa. But I feel like a lot of the stuff happened during the week, and then on the weekend, all you want to do is just rest. Or you force yourself to go out, but then you're extremely tired. Yeah. And then you're just like, oh, then you repeat the cycle all over again. Yeah. So it's like, when do you have the time to actually say, I could take a step back?
Yeah. Remember that message I sent you on TikTok?
Yeah.
Working.
Yes.
Over there, it's like, I just want to make money while I sleep. Like, why do I have to go to work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely think it does affect like your mental and just having to have that hustle attitude all the time or that grind attitude just to get to where you're at. And it seems like it's so hard. Like money, like when I think of money, I don't really get excited. I don't. Because it's like, okay, once I get the money, like right now,
go away.
I gotta go use it for bills.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, the most self-care I can do is literally my nails.
Yep.
And maybe going out for a happy hour or something like that. But yeah, money kind of disgusts me. Like I hate that we even have to have that as a currency. I wish there was no such thing as a currency. I wish the trading was a thing where you come do my nails, I give you a free counseling session. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like they did, but I think that was a way back in the day before currency.
Oh, like
it was like you shared your talents and stuff like
probably,
that.
yeah.
And that's how the world works, because everybody naturally has different gifts that God gave them. Like,
yeah,
you come sit on my couch, and then you go get my nut done. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry, that was racist. But y'all know what I mean. So, yeah, I wish we really had, like, a trading attitude. Like, money disgusts me.
Yeah, because it only lasts for, like, 5 seconds before it's out of your bank account.
Right.
It's like...
there's no... Okay.
Okay, so... Oh no, it's your turn.
Yeah.
My bad.
Do you think the desire for money causes bad action?
Yes.
Tell me more.
I feel like a lot of people are money hungry.
Correct.
And they want the finest things in life. Mm-hmm. You know, like, oh, I got to have the latest things. Yeah. I gotta go places. I have to take pictures. I have to look good. I don't want to age. Yeah. So I feel like it is bad decisions, because then we get caught up in wanting more.
Yeah.
And it's not enough.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, how are you happy then? You know? Mm-hmm. Are you ever happy? Because you always, like, what's it called? Chasing the money.
Yeah, it's like you're never satisfied.
Yeah, it's never satisfied.
Like once you get a little taste of something, you want more and more and more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
I think, yes, I agree, girl, but I forgot the question. Yes, I do believe that it causes bad actions, like crime. That's what most of the crime is rooted in some way of money. I'm jacking cars to go sell the parts because I want money. I'm dealing drugs to kids because I need that money. Right? Mm-hmm. And then all these other things like that the famous people are doing. Also, like you said, just having more access to things. Like, I feel like if everybody didn't, nobody had money, the BBL culture would have never happened.
Oh, yeah.
People didn't start doing it first. Now people taking out loans and stuff to get a new butt. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like I think it causes people to want to keep up with the rich folk or keep up with the people.
With the trend or keep up with the hype,
and stuff like that. And guess what? You need to do that. You need more money. So if you really seek that bad, you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Yes.
To get to that point.
Yes. Because now they even started doing like, what's it called, like loans for like you buying purses and stuff. Like you could get it and now you're walking around with a Louis, but guess what, that bill's gonna hit every month.
Right.
So
what it look like.
Yeah, so it's like, was it really worth it?
Yeah,
you know,
I think about what it's really worth. Yes, I know we all have excuse me, disgusting. I know we all have desires and things like that, and I do feel like we should treat ourselves. Like sometimes we might have to pay some stuff, because you know it's like self-care, but like when you're consistently living above your means. Honest story, guys, I got into a whole bunch of credit card debt. You can ask my mama because I was trying to live above my means. Right, I wanted to keep going out. I wanted to party. It was my first time living out here alone in Houston, so I just wanted to just keep up with the Joneses and just do everything, swiping credit card, get my hair done. You know, just doing a lot of things that I didn't necessarily need to be doing. And I just let the money kind of like consume and just build up. Like I didn't care about how much I was spending, and I ended up in a hole because of that desire. So yes, I think depending on how big your desire for that thing is, you're willing to do whatever it takes. Yeah. Whether it's a crime or anything like that.
I mean, well, thank you for sharing that, because I know it's not easy for anyone to just open up about personal stuff, you know?
I ain't the only one. But I know that I'm still recovering from that.
Yeah.
The early 20s me.
Yeah.
Early to mid 20s.
And sometimes, like, you know, you think, like, oh, yeah, it's all cool and dandy, but the people that were there with you partying, where they at?
Where they at, though? Where they at? They ain't help me pay this loan. We're paying a big thing every month.
No, that's what I'm saying. And then it also shows that when things get hard, who is really there for you, right? Yeah. Like, who sticks around for both sides. It doesn't matter if, like, you were trying to, like, live above your means, but who was there for you then? What about now?
Who's the people that you can be broke with and they still want to be your friend? Who's the friend like that's not gonna be mad at you because you can't put in for a section?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Overrated.
Sections are trash, by the way. You see what I'm saying? So everything is just money.
It only lasts for like 2 hours.
2 hour section for a bottle that's $20 as
specs.
But I gotta pay $150. No.
Rip off.
I might as well start taking my shots in the car. Okay. So yes, money. I think money causes stresses too. It's just a lot of things.
Yeah.
And money can definitely cause people to do the wrong thing. But it doesn't always have to be like that. I know a lot of people who are very cautious. And I also didn't think about this, intentional bad things, right? So maybe unconsciously you're doing bad things for the money. You don't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of an example, like me with the debt. I wasn't like thinking, oh, this is bad. I'm just swiping this car. I wasn't thinking that of it as a bad thing in the moment.
Yeah.
Or sacrificing maybe either your family to go out and work and stuff like that. You're choosing to do that for the money.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be detrimental towards your family. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think there are ways that people can unconsciously do bad things or do harmful things without realizing it.
Yeah. Okay.
For the money. But yeah. Oh, girl, the wine is getting to me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's your turn to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can money change the way we view things, such as God? Now the wine's getting to me. Sense of morality, right? So, such as like more money, less empathy.
Yes. The people that say, okay, I'm going to talk to the people who are of a different generation than us, who have had a different life than us, right?
Okay.
They say, it's so easy to get a job, It's so easy to do this and that. When I was 20, I already had my job, my house, my car, Girl, first of all, times are different right now. Things are way much harder. It's harder to do all of that. So I think a lot of times people sit at high spaces, or like the people that say, all you have to do is work hard. You know, like the standard American
job. Oh,
yeah. Just rap. What do they say? Tie your bootstraps up and just hit the ground running and work hard. No, ma'am. There are other things and other things that come into play, right? Mm-hmm. So remember when Kim Kardashian got the heat? They had asked her a question, and she said, "I just think you just need to work hard. All you gotta do is work hard. Don't sleep at night. Just work hard." And that's how I got to where I got to be.
Baby girl, that's not where you got.
There's people working hard every single day that's still barely struggling.
First of all, I know she's not talking.
That's exactly what people's problem is, and that's not saying she worked hard, but you're starting from up here.
Yes. Like,
you see what I'm saying? So
her dad was a lawyer, had a name for himself. She was the assistant of what, Paris Hilton?
Something. She was best friend, but probably
best friend, an assistant to help her. And then she went like viral with that Ray J sex video. So what is she talking about?
So I think their self-awareness and their empathy goes down. Like you said, empathy. A lot of rich people or a lot of wealthy people or a lot of people who were all to overcome things, they're like, if I did it, why can't you do it? Mm-hmm. There's no empathy and thinking about the outside factors there. Yes, we hold each other accountable and things like that. Like, yes, pick yourself up by the bootstraps and keep on trying, but don't look down on those people who aren't where you're at where you're at yet. Just like they say rich people are snooty, right?
Yep.
That not all of them, but that analogy did not come from nowhere. It has to be a proven fact somewhere in a lot of people's lives for people to say that people who are richer or have more money look down on people who don't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what do you think about that? Do you think there's a lack of moralities and things like that?
Yeah, I do agree. I think sometimes when you are, let's say you grew up poor, right? Mm-hmm. And then you get rich or you forget about who you were, you forget about the other people, mm-hmm. That you grew up with, and then your sense of empathy changes. Like, you don't really care for people, you don't really have the heart, you don't really think, or you're not thoughtful, and everything is kind of like, oh, well, here's like $500 is whatever pocket change. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, it's a slap on the face for other people because they're not able to do what you do. Yeah. Instead of doing that, show them, teach them something, say, hey, I can probably help you do this, or mm-hmm. what can I do to help you? Yeah. Instead of just like looking down on them or something like that. Mm-hmm. So that's one That's one thing I don't appreciate. You know, if you made it out, cool. But help the other people. Don't forget about the others. You know, you don't have to be less empathetic or anything just because you made it.
Yeah, or view yourself higher or super.
Yeah.
I'm a super being. I was able to do this while they're just doing that.
Yeah. I hate that saying because I feel like a lot of people use it for like, well, so I saw this, I think it was like a TikTok reel where this guy was like, well, there shouldn't be like, there's no, technically like no race that dominates, right? Okay, the man was African American saying this, right? He didn't believe that white people were superior. He thought it was a dumb fact that we all thought. So he believed that if you work hard, like you know, like Caucasian people do, then you would be like where they at. And I was like, interesting.
I do agree that white people are not superior. However, like I'm saying, they're not better than us. Because superior means that they're better, the better race. However, they do have power when it comes to America because they have the control. They created the foundation of how the systems work here. So at the end of the day, sir, TikTok man, they're not superior, they're not better, but they have more power in these systems as a whole. Until that foundation and that root is literally ripped up and thrown away and recreate new systems where everybody's needs and things are heard, then we can maybe start talking about that.
I just feel like the whole logic, it's a whole bunch of stuff within it, right?
There's a lot of factors. There's racism, there's colorism, there's classism. Like, sir, what are you talking about?
Let me tell you, it was a lot. I had to send you this video, but yeah, it was a lot, and I was just kind of like,
I don't even want to give him no view. Y'all gotta stand it.
No entertainment, but
you ain't getting in my algorithm, sir.
But I just thought it was interesting coming from a person of color, right?
Yeah, because it's how they're raised, and how some people are raised to believe that, especially if they grew up in a lot of in a certain community. A lot of times, there's people that deal with, and not saying that this could be his experience, but a lot of white people deal with white guilt, and they feel like, well, we shouldn't be paying the consequences for people, you know, for what our ancestors did. Which I understand them having that feelings. But I think they use certain talking points to make people believe, like, yeah, we're not in power. You see what I'm saying? So depending on what environment he grew up in, of course, that's going to shape his thoughts, right? So just like your environment shapes your thoughts, just like my environment shapes my thoughts. So he can be a black person that grew up in an environment where that was the main thing that was said because people don't want to be held accountable for their ancestors' actions. However, we're dealing with the effects of our ancestors. So y'all can be held accountable a little bit. I'm just saying.
I just feel like everybody,
controversial, but if we're still being affected by the actions of your people, then yes, you can still be held accountable to a certain way. Not saying kill them all and do all. Yeah, it's just saying y'all just gotta understand that this is what happened and just accept it and work and do things to help the people rather than trying to make excuses and avoid helping the people. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's how I feel about it, though. I get real passionate when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, please don't play with me.
No, and I did too, because when I was listening to him, I was like, he's a little delulu, my friend. I was
like, you're being coddled.
I'm like,
you don't know your history all the way.
I was like, he was talking about research and stats. I was like, I was like, okay.
And you look at the jail system, that's all the answer you need to know. And I'm going to leave it right there.
I just thought it was an interesting perspective, I guess. A little different thing, yeah. And I think at the end of the day, we're not going to ever change anybody's perspective. People are just going to believe what they believe. And all we can do is speak our truth. You know what I'm saying? But that money thing, I think money plays a part into what we believe, too. So
like people who have control. Remember we talked about in our last episode about AI and all that, and how AI is determining a lot of things.
Yeah,
those people creating those things have money. Elon Musk, he has all the money in the world. He just bought Twitter. He gets to control what's in the algorithm of Twitter.
Oh yeah,
you don't even have to follow him on Twitter, but his post continuously shows up.
Oh really?
I don't even follow. I have to look and be like, I know I don't follow this man, but all his posts is going to show up on everybody's phone.
You know, it's the same with what's that? Is it the thing that's linked with Instagram?
Facebook?
No. That app.
Threads.
Mm-hmm. So if you pay attention to Threads, right? Mm-hmm. The people, you don't have to follow them. Their post just pops up.
Yeah, especially the famous people.
Yes. And I was like, and if you actually go on your Instagram, if you don't follow them, that stuff doesn't pop up. Mm-hmm. But on them Threads, it automatically is on your feed.
Because when money comes power, and when power becomes influence, and the ability to control. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people playing hands into what we think. What Fox News shows. There's people
to show specific things. Yes.
And to make people viewed a certain way.
Yes.
We already talked about Fox News or just news talking bad about immigrants and black people and stuff on the news, or just people in color, period.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they're choosing to do that.
Yeah.
It's unconscious biases, which also plays into what that man said. And power and money.
God, it was like the fact when Kanye West said he was going to be president.
Kanye was going through a bipolar manic episode for psych people or mental
At this
people.
point, I'm like, if you have that much money, I don't put it past you.
Why do you think Trump was able to run?
Able to run for presidency
and
without
that's
knowing.
Why he wants to do it again, because what does he want? We talked about it, power. Mm-hmm. And when you want power, you said you want more and more and more. You're never satisfied. You got to become the whole president of the United States to finally feel content.
Not even at that, though.
Is there anything what is the side quest? Lighten the mood up again. I just love that our Q&A was actually low-key a money question, so we was already tied into what was going on. Okay. Not Untamed, a wild card.
A wild card, yeah.
What is the craziest thing you've ever done for money? Have you done anything crazy for money?
I haven't done anything crazy
Let
for
me
money.
get in your bees.
No, I'm dead. No, I tried. You know what's funny?
What you trying?
So I tried signing up for like feet finder. Posting pictures for your feet.
Yeah.
Girl, that didn't go nowhere. It's too much work.
Your toes?
No, it's too much work.
So what you gotta do? It's find the angle of what to take your picture.
So you gotta be like at the beach. You gotta like make sure you got like little rings on your toes.
Calluses at the bottom.
Gotta make sure. Some people got some fetishes. They want you to step on roaches. Were you gonna step on roaches? Take a picture.
I would actually step on a roach. Okay.
Not
Okay, so maybe not what's the craziest thing you done, but what is the craziest thing you would do for money if somebody was asking you?
Oh, honestly,
if somebody told you to step on a dead cockroach, would you do it? And take a video. $10,000.
Fine. I would step on that cockroach.
Barefooty.
I would step on it.
Girl, I'll step with that over $500. $200. Help me pay my light bill. I'll do it. I've done it for free before. If I just got to set up my phone when I was little at my church. Okay. We was stuck with them hoes, okay? We was stuck with them roaches.
God.
But yeah. Anything else you would do?
Would you eat a roach? If he said $50K, no.
How much?
$50K.
Can I just eat one of the legs?
No.
I'm not eating that. I'm sorry.
Oh, see, she turned down $50K.
Can it be cut? That leg?
No. No, it's
would you eat a dead cockroach?
No, absolutely not.
Would you eat a rat?
Oh no.
Cooked.
Neither.
Barbecued. Fried.
What if it has something? I know y'all seen Contagion.
I did not see that movie.
You haven't seen that movie?
No.
You need to watch it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What is the worst thing that I would do for some money? Y'all, I think my moral meter has gone up. I'll definitely do some feet pictures, though. I thought about it. I've even thought about being a bottle girl.
Girl, so did I.
Well, I got me a little shape now. We'll be here all day. If y'all want to hire Riley Untamed, email us.
I remember somebody was like, because I have a mouth, right? So I was just like, I don't like to, like, people tell me what to do. I remember my friend was like, all you gotta do is just hold the sign and shut the fuck up.
Ooh, right.
just move the sign. Just move the smile.
I think we look good. Let's go. Ready to go.
Hey.
I think we earned our tip.
I think so too.
I can make some good tips, but I'm not allowed to do it. But if I had to, I would.
Little side income.
Okay, if I want y'all to share in y'all comments, what is the worst thing you would do for money? I think that's a funny question.
I don't know. Some people might say they might papa.
Oh yeah, I ain't killing nobody. People do that though.
Some people, yeah.
That plays into the bad actions that we talked about.
Yeah, that's true. You know.
But yeah, you guys, that was funny. Do we have a Wally Untamed? Do we have a Q&A
we do.
Today? What's our Q&A for today? Our Untamed Q&A. Remember, guys, that you guys can comment or DM us on Instagram for any Untamed Q&A questions that you want.
Oh, you know what I would do? I want somebody like, okay, so I went to a show, right? Mm-hmm. And the show had this bat that it can electrocute you. Right? Wait, shock you. Like taste you.
A bat.
It was a
like
taser
a bat.
A bat.
Well, I'm thinking about the animal.
No. A bat.
Okay.
And it was a taser.
Okay.
With a flashlight. Someone hired me so I can taste their boyfriend.
I thought you were trying to taste yourself. I was like,
no, girl.
That's a good one though. I support that. I would, if I was single, I would let people be like rent a date.
Oh, that's a good one.
You can rent my ass.
Yeah, we can go. Where we going?
I can be your wedding
plus one.
I can go to the baby shower with you.
Yeah.
I can do all that. I can make your ex jealous or something. Whatever you need me to do.
Yeah.
Not no crazy freaky stuff. But I can do that.
We can take just pictures just so you can show.
Yeah.
You know, if you need some proof.
Yeah.
That don't mean we gotta do nothing.
Yeah. Little selfie here and there. I got you. That's called rent a date. I think that's actually a thing.
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
Don't give me no
the wheels are turning.
Hey, don't give me no ideas.
Okay, I like that.
That's a good one.
All
right.
Crazy. It be like that. Okay, so what's our Untamed Q&A? It's my turn to ask.
Okay.
What is one habit you want to get rid of, and which do you want to keep? What's a habit that you want to get rid of, and a habit that you want to keep? Or form, I guess.
One habit I want to get rid of. I think my overthinking.
Okay. I was about to say that too.
Okay. One that I want to keep is when I am really upset. Mm-hmm. My way to de-stress and like think about things is I have to go to the gym. Or I have to go running.
Yeah.
And that's the best way you'll get me to process information. I know a lot of people like to talk about their things right away. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I won't, but if I just feel like I cannot get my thoughts together, and it's just going to make the situation worse, it's like I said, give me 5, and I just have to step out.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that because it has calmed me down in a lot of situations.
Yeah, that's good. When did you form that habit?
Oh, I think initially it was when I was trying to avoid situations, but then I realized that it has helped me also with my thought process.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I want to leave overthinking as well. I would say more anxiety or nervousness, and I guess I'll say something different. I would like to get rid of like my fear, like me downplaying myself.
What do you mean by that?
So, I get imposter syndrome a lot. Like, you know how I did that speaking event? Mm-hmm. Like, am I going to do good enough? Am I good enough to do this? Like, do I really have the knowledge and the skill to really do this? Like, that self-doubt comes out.
Yeah.
And people gotta be like, Vince, he has to be like, girl, you know you're more capable of doing that. Stop downplaying yourself.
Yeah.
That's something that has to be told to not do. Just believing that I have the gift, like it's in me, bro. You know, and facing the challenge. So getting rid of self-doubt. And then a habit that I like to keep is my love for dance.
Oh.
I love dancing. I love working. I love working out through dance. I love like just creating choreography. You know, I just danced with my sister at her church. It reminded me of how much I love to praise dance and how it just easily flows within me. So I would love to keep that habit up and make it more consistent.
I love that.
I'm doing it as a workout. I started choreographing some stuff too.
Okay.
So I want to get back and like make it a more consistent habit for myself.
Okay.
And not let it fall to the wayside when I get busy. Like use it as a stress reliever. Like with your running. Okay. I think it's a pretty good episode. If you relate to any of our questions or would like to answer any of our questions, always comment down below, right? Follow us on Instagram at the Wildly Untamed podcast, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then also subscribe. If you're listening to us on the Spotify platform, Apple podcast platforms, or any other one, you know, give us a high rating, comments. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Download the episodes. YouTubers, do what you gotta do. Subscribe, comment, and yes, we really, really are excited about where this podcast is going, and we just love, and appreciate y'all's support.
I agree. Thank you so much for the support. We always say this on every episode, but we truly do love our followers that do follow us every week or every other week when we post.
We're noticing.
Yes, we do appreciate you guys liking, and those that comment, we love the comments. Obviously we're gonna be more active, so we do love you know, life be lifing, but it's okay.
We're gonna work at consistency.
Yes, but we do appreciate those that keep supporting us and showing us love.
Yeah, so this is all we have for today. We'll see y'all next time. Besos.